John 12:32. Kago eon hupsotho ektes pantas helkuso pros emalton. Here Jesus says, and I, if, and if I, we might say in the order in English. This kago is a combination, an example of crosses of kai and ego. So, and I. So, but we're going to add in the if in English. And if I, and you're waiting for it, aren't you? We know the subjunctive is coming following an on. We're expecting it to flavor the sentence till the comma or the period. We know that after on, it's an aorist subjunctive about 2/3 of the time, but we could actually look at the word. We see the theta, bam, that's an aorist passive subjunctive. That's a first-person singular ending. This is from the verb hupsao, to exalt. So Jesus says, and if I am lifted up, right, aorist passive, first-person singular, if I am lifted up from the earth, all people, notice that's accusative, that's really the object of the verb, but it's pulled forward for emphasis. All people I will draw, that means I will attract or bring, I will draw to myself. I will draw all people. I will attract or draw all people to myself. This word helkuso, I don't know if you recognize that. The lexical form of that is helko. Helko, it means to draw or attract. You might think the future would be, you might think how a sigma would combine to be helkso or something like that. You maybe are wondering as you look at the lexical form, where did this upsilon come from? Well, when you have questions like that, you should go to Mounce's Helpful Morphology of Biblical Greek, a wonderful little book. You look up in the back of that, the alphabetical order, you look up the word helko, it gives you a number, V-1A4. You go to that number where it groups verbs that behave in a similar way. And there's a little footnote there that tells you that the real root of helko is selku. And it says, as we look at how the word behaves in the different tenses and historically, we can see how in the present tense, this sigma has become a rough breathing mark. Sometimes Greek words that begin with sigmas will drop the sigma and instead have a rough breathing mark. And it also notes that the upsilon drops off in the present tense, but you will find it in other tenses. So isn't that interesting and helpful? Thank you, Bill Mounce, for your book, The Morphology of Biblical Greek.